Not often do we get to talk to a gold medalist on our morning show, but today is the day. He is a speed skating gold medalist from 2006 in Turin. He is also a North Carolina native and lives in Greensboro.
Yay!
Morning fan, please welcome to the show live from Milan, Italy. It's Joey Cheek, baby. Let's go.
Hey.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
morning. First time, long time. Thanks for having me on.
Honk, honk, honk.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
Joey Cheek dominated speed skating back in the day. Now he's an analyst, so it's fun for us because he's with us right now. Kind of trippy. The last night I'm watching NBC coverage as they prep us for what's about to happen tonight. And I'm like, wait a second. That guy looks... Wait a second. Is that Joey Cheek? So I saw you last night on NBC. Now here he is with us on a Friday. So thank you for taking the time to join us today. We really appreciate it.
You can't get away from me. I'm everywhere for the next 2 weeks, man.
Good.
Joey, I have a quick question for you. Tonight we're going to be watching the opening ceremonies, and there will be a flag bearer, one woman, one man.
That's right.
From each country, having that honor bestowed upon them to carry their nation's flag. In 2006, you carried the American flag
Wow.
in the closing ceremonies,
right, yep.
an honor that is voted upon by other Olympic athletes. So I wanted to ask you, man, what did it mean to you when you were voted by your peers as the flag bearer, and what will it be like for the Americans carrying the flag tonight? You know, what's the process?
So the 2006 Olympics were kind of the biggest set of best days of my life I'd ever had up until that point. So it was like day after day after day. You're like, this would have been the best memory of my entire life, and I've just strung like 15 of them together. The coolest part about it is the team captains from every sport in the U.S., they have a conclave. They all come and meet, and then they have to battle it out. Who is the athlete? Because everyone wants their own sport represented carrying the flag. And I was told, I don't know if this is true, but I was told that I was a unanimous pick. And it was very cool to have won multiple medals, but, you know, your peers and your teammates and your best friends that are in the village with you, choosing you, that kind of means more than any of the, like, accolades from strangers. And for Erin Jackson, another speed skater, she was the first black woman to win an individual gold medal in the Winter Olympics for the U.S. I talked to her yesterday, and she's just like over the moon about it.
Oh, I bet. It's like getting Miss Congeniality in a pageant, basically, but way cooler.
Yeah, we have Joey Cheek with us right now, Greensboro native, still lives there. He's now an NBC analyst for the Winter Olympics, and he's a gold medal champion from the Winter Games back in 2006 in speed skating. But speaking of that very unique event, because I've seen some of the stories about how others have gotten into speed skating. It starts as one thing, and then it turns into something else. Right. Obviously, you are already kind of an athletic individual. How did speed skating even come about for you? And then all of a sudden, here we are. You're a gold medalist several years later. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, you're from Greensboro. It's not like it's something you do in
high
school.
Right? All right. Yeah. Well, so this is kind of the story of the last 20 years of speed skating in the U.S., but in the 90s here, I'm going to date myself. I hope your listeners are old, but in the 90s, rollerblading was huge, right? They were selling 10 million pairs a year. I was the U16 national speed skating champion on wheels. And in Greensboro, of all places, we had the best amateur club in the country. The year I won, our club won the amateur national championship.
No
kidding. Multiple national championships. Yeah. So I was already really, I was a really fast little kid on inlines, on rollerblades. I watched the 94 Olympics. I saw a guy named Dan Jansen win a gold medal for the U.S., and I said, I want to do that. And my mom, I was laying on my mom's living room floor in Greensboro in February, and, we've had winter weather now for the last couple of weeks, but at the time, it was probably 70 degrees out, and I look and say, Mom, I want to do that. She goes, well, it ain't going to happen here. So I left home at 15 to start training full-time on ice. Made the U.S. junior team, made my first Olympic team a few years after that, and then won a gold in 2006. So it was a very short time frame in retrospect, but it was about a decade from the time I watched those Olympics. That is 12 years from the time I watched those Olympics till I stood on the top step at the games. And it did not feel short at the time, I can tell you.
I'm sure. And kudos to your mom for saying, I'm going to make this happen.
And he did. 12 years later, he's a gold medalist in the Winter Games. We have Joey Cheek with us right now, gold medal champion in speed skating in Italy right now, from North Carolina, lives here too. something, I know we're kind of short on time. You got other, things that you need to do, but there's something that I've been thinking about, and that is, as an athlete, you experience something that very, very few people on this planet get to experience. And it's really something that you get one chance every 4 years to be perfect and to be great. And that's that. Is there a way you can convey those feelings of what it felt like for you to be on that line and you're going for the golden medal in that moment? Can you describe that, oh my God, feeling you're having in that moment?
Never, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you spend your whole career preparing for that. So my race, the race I won, it skates 500 meters. It's 34.8 seconds at the time. It's about 34.2 seconds now, but 34.8 seconds. The difference between first and 10th place is usually about a tenth of a second. So all 10 of the top guys are done in a tenth of a second. And I loved that pressure. I love the feeling when you step up there and though it feels like the whole world is watching you. And I'll tell you, it's a dragon you chase the rest of your life, because nothing I've found since I left sport, you have that same moment where you get to look out there and the whole world stops and you take a breath and you go, all right, for this next 30 seconds, I could be the king of the world. And you feel like that. So it's a heck of a thing to go through, and it is kind of leaves a hole. It's hard to fill.
I bet.
It wasn't until I had my kid. My kid 15 years later, I was like, okay, I finally had a better day.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, there's a dragon
His
again.
wife's sitting right next to him. I'm just kidding. I have a really, after that question, this is a really important question, but every time I watch speed skating, the length of your blades always, I clock it. I'm like, oh my God, these blades are so long.
Yeah.
Have you ever stabbed yourself with one of those blades?
I did slice open my heel, so it's pretty rare. So I do lawn track, right? So lawn track's the 400 meter. It's all time trials. It's not like the hockey rink stuff, like Apollo Ono, if you remember him on the short track, where those guys are battling.
Oh yeah,
and those guys stab themselves all the time. And
do
wear
they really?
suits now, and they wear shin guards. Yeah, you have to. So they wear neck guards, cut-proof suits. In lawn track, you almost never go down. So we're kind of precision-tuned athletes. It's a time trial. You do it once, and everybody does their time trial, and the best time wins. So the only time I really had a bad cut is freak accident going down a straightaway, kind of caught an edge on my blade, and my left skate, I can still remember it, left skate was coming in. We bring our skates within about a millimeter of each other. When I stumbled, my left skate was coming in, went up just above the top of my boot and just laid my ankle open. And so we have a physio. He put stitches in me right there at the rink and went back out on the ice. So
wow.
I got pretty lucky. I never had a real stabbing injury. But we've got pretty good safety equipment for the short track guys and gals. And on long track, we don't go down often enough to bother with it. So
well, they sound like very sharp skates.
Yeah, we're not as X Games as, I was watching the Big Air Ball last night. I was like, those dudes are nuts.
Yeah, they are. And I'm knocking on wood, by the way. Want to make sure nothing happens. When I hear it never happens. It'll never happen.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Joey, I got a quick question for you. This is the last one from me, and it's kind of like Sarah. It's a little
off the wall.
A little off the wall, but, when I listen to podcasts, I'm very competitive. Like we're trying to find that edge. And when I listen to podcasts, I think, oh, yeah, I do that a little bit better. And, yeah, you get a little judgy. When you watch the Carolina Hurricanes on the ice, our hockey team, is there any part of you that judges their skating technique while they're out there? You're looking like, oh, he could be a better skater. Or
do you have tips for him that you want to give him?
Do you ever pick apart the game from a skating perspective?
Once you get to the NHL level, those guys are so good. I mostly think, I wish that guy had been a speed skater.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like our sport, it's a small sport in the U.S. I would have loved to have seen some of the talent comes out of the NHL. And they're great. You take the guys who are great skaters, they go to the skaters and guys who can handle stick, right? And if you get guys who are skaters and they can't quite connect it with the stick, I wish we had more of them coming over to the sport. especially now, like you mentioned, I hate to say it, 20 years out, my glory days are long past me. Now I'm just hoping for the sport. So that's probably the only impression I've had watching the NHL guys is just like, they're so powerful. I wish I could have gotten a few of them on the long track skates.
All right.
What a moment. Joey, we know you are in Italy right now covering the Olympics for NBC. We'll see you on TV here very soon. The fact that you are from North Carolina, you have represented our country.
We're
are a
proud of you.
gold medal champion in speed skating. Thank you for representing our state, our country, and have yourself a great time the next couple weeks in Italy.
And even more than even more than what you do on the ice, thank you for what you do off the ice, the humanitarian efforts. You're one of Time's most influential people for what you do outside of the ring, so thank you for everything you do there as well.
Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on, and enjoy the next 2 weeks. It's going to be incredible.
Oh, we can't wait.
Bye, Joey.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Behind the scenes, the three of us, we were having our own gold medal competition to see if one of us could get a gold medalist on. I'm forgetting who set
Way
that
to
up.
go, Kyle.
Who got that person? Oh yeah.
Hey, who won salsa dancing yesterday?
Definitely not this guy.
That's right.
I'll take my wins when I can get him. How great is Joey Cheek? He was wonderful to talk
Excellent.
I love that guy.
to. It's Kyle, Brian, and Sarah at Mix 101.5.